What's going on, everyone? Welcome back along to Rugby Champions, where today we have a special treat in store for you all, where it is the big dance, the ultimate showdown. The final countdown is on to the Rugby World Cup Grand Final. That's right, England versus South Africa. It is all on the line for the William Webb Ellis Trophy, and today we are going to be representing our Southern Hemisphere brothers in the Springboks for this big matchup. As you can see on screen here, congratulations are in order for making the grand final, and that's right, just 80 minutes stands between us and glory. Much luck on our side. We've got analysis on our opponents, but we don't care about that. We are just going to beat the team that is in front of us. Now, before we get into the game, Rugby Champions, what is it, I hear you ask? It is a game you can buy on Steam, and I tell you what, it is the most realistic, the most fun rugby game you can buy on the market right now. And even better, it is so cheap. So make sure you get onto Steam right now and buy yourself a copy of this game. Looking forward to the matchup. There is the Springbok side we will be selecting today, and that is as they will be lining up for the grand final playing out this weekend. Who is going to take out the trophy? Who is going to win the Rugby World Cup? Well, we're going to find out right here, right now, and let's see what Rugby Champions thinks is going to happen. England, they will be up against the Springboks, and we will be representing our Springbok buddies in the grand final as well. So let's get into it. Let's get into the matchup, the grand final of the Rugby World Cup here on Rugby Champions. If you're new around to the game, make sure you go check it out on Steam first and foremost, and then let's get into the action. You can see the two teams on screen now. England with a couple of injury concerns, which is a bit of a surprising fact. Sinclair George with an injury. He's alongside Marco Vunipola in the front row. Courtney Laws, Maro Otoje also carrying a knock. Tom Curry, Sam Underhill, Billy Vunipola in the back row. Ben Youngs, George Ford in the halves. Owen Farrell, Manu Tuolangi in the centres. May, Watson and Elliot Daly are the back three for the English. Of course, they disposed of the All Blacks in the semi-final. In South Africa, well, we took out the Welsh in the semi-final as well. And let me tell you something, just like the real game, it was incredibly tight. It was an after the 80th minute try that got us into the grand final. So I'm hoping that we can do the same here today, but hopefully it should be an equally as difficult task in the grand final of the Rugby World Cup. The two teams are ready, and tell you what, the difficulty is up from when you last saw me play this. My training is up from when you last saw me play this. I'm getting better, I've got control of it already, and we are good to go. Here is the two sides lining up as they are for the Rugby World Cup Grand Final. And no Grand Final, no World Cup game, in fact, is really the same without the amazing Worlds in Union starting us underway. The song is amazing, the two teams are ready, and the stadium is packed. Let's get ourselves ready for kickoff. It is England versus South Africa Rugby World Cup Final. Kickoff is about to get underway. Okay. Let's brace ourselves. Let's get ready. This is going to be the World Cup Final we deserve. This is going to be the World Cup Final we dream of. We are ready to go. The nerves are plenty. We've made it this far. We've played a lot of rugby to get to this game. Let's go, South Africa. Kickoff about to get underway. Handré Pollard, ball in hand. And as he positions it away to the right-hand side, getting ready for kickoff, Pollard waits. South Africa waits. The referee finally will give us the go-ahead. Kickoff to the Rugby World Cup Grand Final is underway. And Pollard kicks long down to Johnny May, who's hit hard. Oh, big tackle there. May is smashed by Colby. And the Springboks pile on in. Ball out to Farrell, who kicks it away down the sideline and into touch, just short of the 10-metre line. It is English side of the halfway line. Bongi Manambi throws into it to be to the front, and de Klerk into midfield it goes. Pollard, short ball to Dealandi. Here's a good chance for giving it to Billy LaRue in field, and now it's Marcus Olomapimpi for the corner. Mapimpi! Try! South Africa! Marcus Olomapimpi! What a start for the Springboks! You couldn't dream of a better opening 2 minutes if you tried. We are off to the perfect start. 10-minute halves, remember. Here is Pollard with a conversion. Oh, it just sneaks over. Andre Pollard, South Africa 7-0. George Ford kicks off, and down there is Tendayam Tawera. The beast, he charges forward into contact. And the Springboks I think we've lost this. We have lost this. Big chance now for England. They go to Tuolangi, who charges into contact. Setting it up for a Tolze. Flat ball to Jamie George, who's swamped by Ebenezer-Beth. The Springboks throwing plenty of men in here as now they come wide. Kyle Sinclair tries to get past Dearlendi but can't do so. Right on the advertising there in the middle of the field. Now they swing it, open side, forward, running things. A foul, dummies and goes into it. And a big tackle there from Cheslin Colby. Stops him in his tracks. Let's keep things tight here, boys. Let's not go too hardcore on the rucks. We've got to try keep it in control. Try keep this English side at bay. Laws, good pass there to Farrell as he feints on the inside. And Farrell takes on the defender. Almost to the 22 now, England. We're 3.5 minutes in. They go short to Billy Vunipola. He goes straight through Fuff de Klerk and just desperately saving there was a good tackle from, I think, Lekanyo Arm. They go to this far side. Sinclair dummies and feints and charges his way through, but can't get to the line. Just 5 minutes short now. Look out for that short side play. Quick, get someone over there. Vermeulen, this is all up to you. Watch the guy running around, and what a tackle. David Vermeulen says, get out of my 22. Not on my watch. Line out comes in quickly. De Klerk gets it flat. It's there for Pollard, who slows it down, looking to get a kick away, and not really the one we wanted. It looks like bomb goes up. The bomb is there. Yes, I've learned how to kick. Lo and behold, we've done it. Mapimpi! He's got it! Marcus Oliver Mapimpi down the left. And quickly there was Vermeulen as well. And Mtawera goes to LaRue, into midfield as Peter set to good pass to Pollard, and we cut them in half again. Pollard gets over halfway, shoves by Whisker, before Ben Young drags him down. On halfway, Mahobra goes short side. Tatui is there. Here's a good little run inside from Cheslin Colby. 3-4 defenders swept aside by the little man. Mahobra goes very deep this time. Pollard running from a long way back, and he's caught before he gets the pass away to Lekanyo Arm. Now Arm goes left side. And Tawera runs, draws defenders. Fuff de Klerk gets away from Tolze. Goes short, a good ball into Beth, going to Manabi. And Manabi to Mapimpi. Down the tram jacks is Mapimpi. Beats two defenders. What a ball back inside. Here's Fuff de Klerk running away from Youngs. Gets a ball to Tawera, who goes to ground. And Lekanyo Arm was waiting in the wings. De Klerk picks. De Klerk goes. Good little play from Fuff de Klerk getting Dearlendi now, who charges to the line. Another good run from Damien Dearlendi, but he's lost the ball. He's lost the ball. And England get it back. And George Ford kicks long downfield. And up to halfway that goes. Uncontrollable there. Great kick from Ford. We are 6 minutes into the game as De Klerk goes and wins the line out, and here's Pollard, the great ball away. Dearlendi once more. Numbers are Brian on his outside. Goes to Lekanyo Arm. Lekanyo Arm away from Marco Vunipola, and Lekanyo Arm will score. Springboks strike again, and it's 2 tries to the good. What a try. Brilliant cutting run there from Damien Dearlendi. And the support from a centre partner in Lekanyo Arm. Here is Pollard, just sneaks it in. Left side one time, right hand side the other. And the Springboks lead by 14 points to 0. Here is Etzebeth going to Mapimpi, who's switched play back to captain Sai Khaleesi. Now he's Khaleesi down the left hand side. He needs some friends, and he does eventually get them as well. Etzebeth waits at the back of the breakdown. He support left and right if he wants it. He goes to Fuff de Klerk. The little man down the sideline. He goes looking for a kicking option. Can we get that away? It doesn't look like we're going to get that away at all. Big tackle from Ben Youngs. Just for our worries. And Manabi hangs on to the ball. Pollard goes short. Dearlendi tries to run his way through. Arm trying to link up. Gets good ball away to Etzebeth. The offload is brilliant. And South Africa trying to run their way out. We're almost at half time. Dearlendi goes short, and Diaga to De Klerk, and here is Tatui. Tatui looking left and right. Colby was on the wings. And Tawera telling Colby to get back out there, but he joins the ruck instead. Oh, that's a poor pass. That's a shocker. Picks it up and it's driven backwards. Big tackle there from Kyle Sinclair. Faf de Klerk is directing his troops as we struggle, but we hang on to the ball. Here's Pollard. Pollard can't get away. Good tackle, Johnny May. Somehow we've hung on to that. De Klerk goes to Colby. Colby, really one to beat two. He just about sneaks in, gets it offload away to Toy Mahalbra, and it's a big pass from Mtawira, intercepted from Marco Vunipula. And this is a chance of a lifetime now for England. Midway, 22, 10-metre line. Kyle Sinclair runs to the line and gets decked by Faf de Klerk. Now, slow ball. It does come out though eventually. Here's Daly getting out to Atolje. Gets around the outside of Mahalbra and turned over. Marcus Olama-Pimpi gets the ball back. Billy LaRue out to Dearlendy, offloads to the tackle. And here's Faf de Klerk again, running away from Watson. He's not going to get far from him, but he beats him in the tackle as well. Offloads, Diaga outside to Detoy. Detoy's in a bit of trouble there, and he spots it back inside. And it finally breaks down in Manambi to his left. Another bad pass. And it falls finally. Mapimpi tries to run away. It's good ball away to Arm. Gets it to Khaleesi again. Down the sideline, Khaleesi beats one and he's knocked it on. 10 minutes to go till the break. Mapimpi kicks it forward. And Mapimpi gets a friend of Mahalbra. And they drive it backwards. Now Youngs going for a bit of a scamper. He's got the pass away to Curry. Curry is driven towards the sidelines, but just in the field of play. Still advantage for the knock-on there with England. 10 minutes is up. We are in half-time play at the moment as England. Deep play and big tackle there on Elliot Daly. Read like a book from Andre Pollard. Still advantage on this side though. If the ref calls its advantage, then it is half-time. Good ball away, finding Underhill to Sinclair, who's driven in a good tackle from Mbonambi. We don't need to throw it. Oh, that is it. Penalty. That is half-time. He's called advantage over, and we survive to the break. Let's get back into it. Second half kicks off from George Ford. And deep down it goes to Mapimpi. And David Mullen is there to hang on to the ball. Waiting for it is Etzebeth. He fires it out to Mahalbra. We've got to try and work our way back out of the 22 again. Kicking isn't really an option for us. Here's Dearlendy. Back to Mapimpi, running out of room. Mapimpi, bulldozes through a couple. Marcus on Mapimpi, offloads. They keep it alive. Pollard, into contact he goes. Second half of action. De Klerk, away to Khaleesi, goes short to Lekanyuam. He's so once more. Lekanyuam, 10-metre line. Where's the link up? Where's Colby? He's looking for him. Oh, what a pass! Cheslin Colby, down the left-hand wing. Colby will score, and it's game, set, match. Surely to the Springboks. Colby scores a scorcher and gives the salute right as he scores it as well. Brilliant work. Absolutely outstanding from Cheslin Colby and Lekanyuam. Conversion is pinpoint from Andre Pollard. What a game this has been. What an extravaganza of Rugby World Cup action. 21 points to nil, but we still have a long way to go with this one, folks. Do not count the English out just yet, because I've seen what these teams can do. Here is Detoy. Holds it up, just about intercepted there, and Colby gets a good little offload from Diaga. But goes to the touch for his efforts as well. Now is a chance for England. Here come the English. Now, we've seen it, semi-final. We really struggled to get the win, and I expect there's going to be more to come here from England. Ford takes on the line. I think if we turn it over. Oh, that is massive. It's a poor pass. Big turnover, though. Dearlendy gives the ball back inside. Mapimpi is getting a bit fancy now as Mahalbra runs all by himself, fends off two, gives a big fist as he charges forward in the tackle of Anthony Watson. 21-0. Pollard waits for it. Plenty of green jumpers there. Pollard picks it up and gives it out to Mbanabi, who's really been set up, but he's got an offload away nicely. Dearlendy, away to Etzebeth. Here's Faf de Klerk. Goes only out to Arm. Arm still got it to Colby. Colby gets the ball up towards the 10-metre line. Cheslin Colby. He's got it all to do. What do we do? Kick? Do we grub it? Do we chip? Here we go. Get it over the top. Chips over the top of Daly. Beats him a base. It bounces off his head. And Elliot Daly regathers. Thought we'd mix that up there. Joe saying a little bit different. Almost paid off for us. One-on-one, not going to make that, but here's Davy George down the wing. And Lakanyuan takes care of him. Firing the numbers in there. Firing numbers in the breakdown. Vunipula goes to Johnny May. His little chip over the top from Johnny May. It's got no man's land there. Bounced up nicely. Johnny May flying through. Johnny May with a great take. We've just been completely undone by a brilliant kick by Johnny May. Into our half. Over the 10-metre line. Owen Farrell, another one. This one's higher. This one is anyone's ball. It's there for Khaleesi, who's driven into touch. Nothing you can do about that at all. George throws quickly to the back of Underhill. And now Youngs goes to Ford. Quickly out to Farrell, the quick hands from Tuolangi. Finding room, but there's plenty of green jerseys there to take him down. In the 22 now. Ortolje beats one. And it's driven backwards. Good tackle by 13 and 14. That is Arm and Colby combining. But that gives us lacking defence here on the right-hand side. Footy puller, great flat ball to George. George now going forward into the 22. And England still attack. This is a chance of a lifetime to get back in this game now. Oh, Farrell takes the line on. Ford's done it, Farrell's done it. Who's left to play, mate? They wait. Give it to Underhill. Dumping from Underhill. Just stopped short by a good tackle from Vermeulen. Now England must score. Short ball, Curry! There's the try, and I told you, you cannot discount this AI. Tom Curry scores, and this game is far from over. But that soaked up a lot of time. Ford's conversion is good, and it is 21 points to 7 with just over 2 minutes to play. Can we hang on? South Africa in control. Here's Pollard. Back underway we go. High deep kick down into that corner. And Johnny May grabs it. Again, Colby hammers him. Oh, the ball squirts loose. George picks it up. And we try and pile on over the top. We've got to be careful here. Youngs has given out to Underhill. There's numbers here, he can get the pass away. Look out, he can! Because it's Johnny May down the sideline. Detoy chases, dives desperately, but Billy LaRue saves the day. At the back, just. Waiting there, Youngs goes away to Ford. Ford gets a deep runner in Courtney Laws. And England are absolutely killing it at the moment. Charging their way forward. It's fired out to the right. Farrell takes on the line again, but he's got plenty of players there. George wins the ball back. We're not throwing many players into these breakdowns. We're trying to just play the defensive game. No one go in. Just, no, that's enough. That's enough. Stay out. Defend. We've got to defend. Short ball to Sinclair. Oh, he's monstered. There's a Manabi's the only man in that breakdown. This is a good tactic by the Springboks. Short ball to Vunipola. He's lost it. It's picked up from Mpimpi. Advantage is on our side. It's an offload to Ntawira, who gets it back to Vermeulen, and he's knocked it on now. It's a double knock on. We're going back for the first, which will be a scrum to the mighty Springboks. Fed in by de Klerk. We've lost it. I've never seen a scrum turnover on Rugby Champions before. We've lost the ball. We just needed to kick it out. Now we've got to defend. It's short to Johnny May, who's been the real attacking threat in this English side. Slow ball. Get out there, it's a Beth. We run him to the side. Here's Ford having another go. Ford and Farrell really not using the outside backs at all. Youngs goes short side. Underhill. Oh, he's beaten us. And Underhill gets over halfway. We've turned it over. Get it to someone to kick it out. It goes back to Billy LaRue. Slow it down. Kick it out, Billy. Big punt. I think it was a bomb or a punt. It's gone out in South Africa. A Rugby World Cup Champions for 2019. They have defeated England 21 points to 7. And your man of the match is Cheslin Colby. And there you go. South Africa, the Springboks are your William Whereabouts Trophy winners for 2019. All the way to the grand final. Close fought battles right to the bitter end. But today, in the final, South Africa were too good for England. Is that how it's going to go on Saturday evening when the actual match takes place? Will we be seeing scenes similar to these? Who knows? What we do have to look forward to, of course, is a brilliant Rugby World Cup Final. Rugby Champions has given us the early thought of what is going to happen. Will we see the same or something different this weekend? Some great highlights throughout the game. I have to say, it is a brilliant game to play. It flows very nicely. The gameplay is exceptional, and it is a really fun game to play as well. Rugby Champions is one to grab, so make sure you check this game out on Steam. It is so cheap and so fun. It has got to be the best game out there to play right now, and there's a lot of competition going on at the moment as well for top level rugby games, but this one for me takes the cake. It has been a brilliant final. The Springboks doing enough to get the result here against the English on the world stage, the grandest world stage event for rugby. And we've seen some brilliant highlights here. Faf de Klerk beating defenders and firing the ball out wide. What a game it's been. The Rugby World Cup Final is going back exactly the same way as it did in 2007. The Springboks, look at this flat ball, brilliant to Cecilin Colby. That was my favourite try of the game. That was an absolute scorcher from the Springboks, and Johnny May went flying into the stands as well, which makes it even better. What a game it has been. There's the English try. Tom Curry going over for their only points of the game, and they almost did something brilliant right at the end. Johnny May was a constant thorn in our side, but could not get the job done. Let's wrap up today's video, folks. Hope you've enjoyed this little look at the Rugby World Cup Grand Final between England and South Africa here on Rugby Champions. And here we go. You can see it right now. It's about to update, and there it is. Final. It's done and dusted. The games are all played, but bottom left you can see South Africa 21, England 7. In the top right-hand corner, the glorious image of South Africa World Champions for 2019. What is the sad point is that 11 scumbags didn't turn up to the World Cup Final. 70,000 seat capacity, 69,989 people turned up. What a disappointment that is for 11 people who brought tickets. But that is it. We are done for this little preview, I guess, of the Rugby World Cup Grand Final here on Rugby Champions. I hope you all enjoyed the games today, and I hope you all enjoyed a little bit more of Rugby Champions as well. Like I've said throughout the video, if you want to get your hands on this game, you just need to go on Steam, buy it on there. It is really, really cheap depending on your currency, so go check that out. Go pick yourself up a copy and play this amazing little game. I hope you all enjoyed this little look at the World Cup action. The Springboks get the job done here tonight, but will they do it this weekend against England? Let me know your thoughts and predictions in the comment section below, and I'll see you all very, very soon for more rugby action coming in from the Rugby World Cup, as well as plenty other competitions as well. Of course, World Cup wraps up this weekend. There's plenty more rugby action here on the channel, so make sure you don't go anywhere and stay tuned here on your home of rugby. Until next time, thanks for tuning and watching, and as always, take care.